welcome to Tiny Acres Homestead. So I am going to show you how to piece out a chicken. So we have a whole chicken here, and all you're going to need is a sharp knife and a pair of kitchen scissors, and that is all it takes. So let's get started. First, we're going to take off the legs. You're just going to go around the skin. Don't cut the bone, just the skin and the meat. We're going to just roll them around until you can reach all the sides. And you're going to find this joint here. We're going to take his leg and just break it apart from the thigh. And then you're going to take your knife and go between the bones. And there is cartilage and tendons here that you can cut with your knife. We have a nice looking leg there. Now we're going to get the other one.
Mama. Watch Paw Patrol.
I'm going to take this leg and do the exact same thing. Just cut around it until you find the bones. And then we're going to break it apart from the thigh. Yeah, I'm making a video. That's why it is a little bit crooked. There we go. Found it. There we go. Another nice looking leg. Now we're going to get the little wings off. And these can be a little stubborn too. We're going to go the same way. Find the bone. And then cut between the arm, the wing, and the breast. We got a nice little wing. And turn that down. You want to make sure not to cut the bones because you'll just dull your knife. And there is really no reason to cut the bones. There's another little wing. That's just a big chunk of fat. Alright, next we're going to go right down the center. You're just going to slice up until you get to the bone. Make sure you cut the skin all the way up. And cut the flesh all the way down to the bone. And then you're going to take your kitchen scissors and just cut through the ribs and the breastplate. When you get up here to the breastplate, it does get a little bit tougher to cut through. I'm going to make sure you get all the skin cut. There we go. Collarbone. Breastplate is hard to cut in these, especially when your scissors are as dull as mine are, probably from cutting these breastplates. Alright. There it goes. Alright, now we've got him spread wide open like this. So we're just going to take our knife and separate the breast from the thighs. You are going to have to use your scissors again, but ribs are a whole lot easier to cut than the breastplate. Just break it apart, cut the tendons. You want to try to keep as much of your skin on here as you can. Nice little breast there. Let's get this other one. Alright, there's our next little breast. Now we're going to get the thighs. So you want to do the same thing with the thighs that you've been doing with everything else. You're going to cut through the meat and through the skin. Just going to break it apart from the backbone and cut the tendons. Got a nice little thigh there. Now the other side. Kind of butchered this one just a lot, but that's okay because it's not like I'm trying to sell this meat. I'm just trying to portion it out for my family, so most of the skin has slipped off of this piece, but there we go, there's a thigh. And now these backbones, I use big Ziploc bags to store these in. That way we can use all of this extra stuff for to make chicken broth. Also, I don't personally want to have skin and bones on my legs, on my thighs, and my chicken breasts because that's just not how we eat them usually. So I'm going to take all of the skin and the bone out of here. To debone your thigh, you want to cut as close to that leg bone, or the thigh bone I should say, as you can. And since I usually chunk this up, I'm not super concerned about the way it looks. Just try to keep as much meat on the meat as you can. That means cut close to the bone. And we're going to throw this bone in this bag. And we've got our little thigh here. Same thing with the other one. We're just going to take the skin off. Dean, please stop. Dean, I'm making a video. We're going to take the skin and put it in the bag with the bones. There's our other little thigh there. Now for the breast. Now usually skin and debone these breasts while they're still attached to the backbone, but I wanted to show you how to take them off with the bone in. So we're just going to remove the skin here. And a lot of that fat. Now, here's our bones, right here. So what we're going to do is go as close to the bone as we can. And we're going to just make smooth, easy strips downward until we can just remove the bone out of here. That'll keep your breast in one big piece. Like I said, I chunk these up anyways because we use them in chicken Alfredo and things like that. But if I wanted to keep them whole, we need to get as much of this chicken off as we can. We're just going to take that breastbone and stick it in our bag. And we've got our whole breast here, our breast tenderloin. We're just going to do the same with the other. A lot of the time you can just pull the skin right off. And this one does not have as much bone on it for some reason. I must not have gotten the bone in the cut when I cut it. Not all the bone anyway. So we're just going to take this one and cut the bone out. for our tenderloin and our chicken breast. And there we have it. Entire chicken pieced out, thighs, legs, breasts, and wings. And then the bones for stock. So thanks for watching.